Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Almost the end of the day, so I just thought I'd make a quick video. Um, so I think this video is mostly about people who are so fascinated about planning things around. Um, planning is great. It kind of prevents you from making big mistakes when you're building software, and not just planning in software development, but any other field as well. Building a house and all that. You need to have um, good people around you who can actually plan things. But a lot of times what happens in software engineering is that we over plan things. My thing is, if you're gonna plan for a product, you're gonna put together a spec doc. um, then you're gonna present that spec doc. That's a 100 page document. Maybe it's accurate, maybe it's not accurate, who knows. You'll never know how accurate the document is until people actually start working on it. you know you build the document, you put a stamp on it of approval, everyone has approved, CTOs, CEO, and all that. And then when the actual developers approve, developers, sorry, excuse me, when actual developers start working on it, they start to see the problems. And when these problems are presented back to the people who approve the document, the developers is sort of just thrown under the bus. They're just told, just do as it says. And obviously developers can see that if they did as they were told in the document, the software wouldn't work, right? We as developers have this special uh, magic power to see these sort of things because we're actually working on it, right? Anyways, so I guess why this video is for people who plan. If you're someone who like to plan, which is fine, it's great. But I think the key here is to start working on the project before the planning finishes. So if you're about to plan a fintech software, you're gonna have the transactions model. You're gonna talk about how transactions need to be presented, how they need to be stored, um, how do you detect a fraudulent transaction, um, how the database is going to look like, what sort of data we're going to be storing, where the user's data is going to be stored, all those things. And but if you wait for the spec doc to finish and all that, and then start, you're gonna end up in a very weird position, where you're gonna realize that the spec doc is wrong in one way or another. Now, compare this to a situation where you already started the work before the spec doc finished and approved. Then you could actually go through a lot of things. Initially, you could, build the code, the system, or something like that. At least have something in place that will give you idea. You could use that imagination to figure out, okay, based on this, do these modules work? Does that even make sense? So that's the key. Um, yeah, think about that when you're planning. Don't wait until the spec doc is finished. you know Start the work before it's even finished. And I think if you can do it really quickly, you can do the work really quickly. Just break things and move forward very quickly. You'll really quickly realize there is some things are wrong, and you can catch them very quickly as well. um, and to be fair, this might not work in real life. It might not always work. But it's just a sort of a strategy for us developers, just to keep in mind. It'll help you make your life easier from time to time.